All right, another quick update from the mobile command center here. Life is good. Working on lunch. Oops, product placement there, just in case Chunky's ever wants to sponsor me. Totally would do it. Come on, guys. Yeah. Anyway, helicopter flying over. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, that's gonna be loud. Okay, so I just uploaded a listing, or actually two listings on eBay. What I'm doing is the two parcels of land that I made the video for a few months ago, I guess. I'm finally getting around to putting up a listing on eBay. So if you're still interested, go check it out. If you know anybody that might like to buy some land out here in Texas, it'd be great if you could pass that on to them. It's basically the same deal as what I had mentioned before. Basically $10,000 will get you 20 acres. There's two parcels, numbers 15 and 16. 17 already sold, and 27 is the one I live on. Those two are basically off the charts, paid for. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm still making payments because, well, okay, say this the right way. My payment hasn't changed because I'm still paying off the same total loan. So even though I've paid off half of the land, essentially, my payment is still 340. It's kind of like if you buy your car, you still owe whatever the car payment is every month, even though it's half paid off, right? So even though the land I want to keep is paid for, I'm still making the same minimum $340 a month payment on this land. And I've been looking at my numbers a lot in the last couple of weeks, since New Year's. And I'm realizing that I talked about my total monthly budget is about $755 a month, right? It's costing me more money per day living in the truck in town than I would be spending if I was at home. So that's no good. Because there's a Wendy's over there and I'm in the Walmart parking lot. So every time I need something, I just go run over and get it. Where if I was at home, I could cook beans in the slow cooker, that kind of a thing. And then it's $35 every time I go home just for gas and then wear and tear on the truck. And so, this job, well, it's not a horrible job, but it's probably the worst job I've ever had. I just been lucky enough to have good jobs, I guess. But if I didn't have the land payment is half of my monthly budget, right? So then I start looking at the YouTube money is slowly creeping up. In fact, I just went over the threshold. So this month might be the first month I actually get paid from YouTube. I'll post when that happens. That'll be very exciting. Money is coming from Amazon sporadically. People buy the books and so on. I get a little bit there. So if I looked at, could I lower my monthly budget and raise my income outside of pushing shopping carts, it's not very far to where I don't really have to be living here in the truck all the time. That makes it interesting. That would then get me back, most of my day. I could then work on more videos. I got some projects I'd love to do. I could actually finish writing the first episode of Mars Clipper, the first book. I'm basically done the first draft, so then I'd have time to go back and edit that and publish it. We could start the comic version of it, all the fun things I really want to do. I just have been having a hard time doing them here in the truck. All right. So yeah, I'm not selling the whole ranch. I'm just selling the two parcels that I'm still making payments on that I don't really need. Those should be the easy ones to sell. They both have road access to the county road. They both have power access. So there's a power line, electrical line running right across the front of the property on the opposite side of the road. So if somebody wanted to live on the property but have the option of having electricity, that's the easy one, right? Where I live on the back half of the property, it would cost a fortune to get power pulled out to me because you have to buy the poles, right? But the first pole is relatively cheap. So that's a huge selling point right there. You're right on the road. The road is already there and you're good to go. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to the eBay listings. I also just posted to the community tab, basically the same description. So if you see that, it's the same thing. And by all means, if you know anybody, because all of you probably have other friends that are looking at off-grid living also. So there you go. Anyway, starkly beautiful day. It is super warm. I actually had the door open here most of the time. I'm just getting over a little cold I got. Typical for me, I get a 3-day cold and I'm back in business again. So life is good. Nothing bad happening. The weather is probably going to be about 65 today. T-shirt weather. Yeah. It's cold overnight. Then by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you take your jacket off and everything's good. So to anybody in cold climates, sorry. Every time it gets cold for me, I move further south, and the next step I'd have to learn Mexican or Spanish or something like that. But I was talking to somebody just a little while ago. I guess it was on Facebook, one of my friends. I mentioned Belize, and it got me thinking again. It's like, Belize was pretty nice. I spent the whole winter down there a few years ago, and I helped build an orphanage roof. And the book Little Red Welder was based on that trip. So if you've ever seen that in the link on my contact me page, the Little Red Welder was from the Belize trip. Go buy the book. Yeah, it was good. Anyway, yeah, it's after having lived in the tropics, I lived on Guam for 3 years and then down in Belize for a winter. If you don't have to shovel snow, there's other options. Just saying, if you take hypothermia out of the equation, life gets a whole lot simpler. All right. Anyway, as always, thanks for your support. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I just noticed this morning we are at 1,099 subscribers, so it's jumped a lot in the last month or so. So, hey, thanks for joining, and welcome to everybody. And stay tuned. Lots of cool things are coming this year. I'm really excited about 2020. I've mentioned that before. 2019 was kind of getting ready for this year, and this is going to be the good year, I think. So, stay tuned. Lots of good stuff coming. Bye for now.